Hey everyone, welcome to the video where we talk about commonly mispronounced vehicle brands. We've all been there, trying to pronounce the name of a car brand and feeling unsure if we're saying it correctly. Well, let's get started and master the pronunciation of some of the most iconic car brand names out there. First up, Porsche. The correct pronunciation is Porsche with the emphasis on the first syllable. Many people mispronounce it as Porsche without the S sound at the end. Next, let's look at Audi. The correct pronunciation is Audi with the emphasis on the first syllable. Many people mispronounce it as Audi. Now let's talk about a Japanese brand, Mitsubishi. The correct pronunciation is Mitsubishi with the emphasis on the third syllable. The common mispronunciation is Mitsubishi. Another popular Japanese brand is Toyota. The correct pronunciation is Toyota with the emphasis on the second syllable. Many people mispronounce it as Toyota. Let's look at a luxury German brand, Mercedes-Benz. The correct pronunciation is Mercedes-Benz with the emphasis on the second syllable of Mercedes and the first syllable of Benz. Many people mispronounce it as Mercedes-Benz. Now let's move on to a French car brand, Citroën. The correct pronunciation is Citroën with the emphasis on the second syllable. Many people mispronounce it as Citroën. It's important to note that the N sound at the end is pronounced as N, not UN. Another popular car brand is Hyundai. The correct pronunciation is Hyundai with the emphasis on the first syllable. Many people mispronounce it as Hyundai. Let's talk about KOENIGSEGG, a Swedish car brand. The correct pronunciation is KOENIGSEGG with the emphasis on the first syllable. Here comes the twist, KOENIGSEGG is actually pronounced almost similar to how it reads. The exception is that the sound of letter E is not present in the pronunciation. Moving on to a French car brand, Peugeot. The correct pronunciation is Peugeot with the emphasis on the first syllable. Everyone have their own versions of the name. The most common mispronunciation is Peugeot. Next, let's look at a popular French car brand, Renault. The correct pronunciation is Renault with the emphasis on the second syllable. Many people mispronounce it as Renault. Now let's talk about an Indian brand, ACURA. The correct pronunciation is ACURA with the emphasis on the first syllable. Many people mispronounce it as ACURA. Moving on to a German brand, Volkswagen. The correct pronunciation is Volkswagen with the emphasis on the first syllable. Many people mispronounce it as Volkswagen. Let's talk about Chevrolet, an American brand. The correct pronunciation is Chevrolet with the emphasis on the second syllable. Many people mispronounce it as Chevrolet. Now let's look at a popular American brand, Chrysler. The correct pronunciation is Chrysler with the emphasis on the first syllable. Many people mispronounce it as Chrysler. Next up, Maybach is pronounced as Maybach with the emphasis on the first syllable. Many people mispronounce it as Maybach. Lastly, let's talk about ACURA. The correct pronunciation is ACURA with the emphasis on the second syllable. Many people mispronounce it as ACURA. There you have it. It's important to practice the correct pronunciation of these vehicle brands in order to avoid misunderstandings and miscommunications. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Don't forget to leave a comment below if you'd like us to cover other commonly mispronounced words.